Listen, if your car's AC feels more like a warm breath than an Arctic blast, you're not imagining it. And no, it's not just because it's hot outside. Most people are driving around every single day with an air conditioner that's working only at 50% of its actual cooling power. Why? Because they've been lied to. Or worse, they've never been told the truth. Here's the cold fact. Even brand new cars can blow weak AC if you're not using it the right way. And no, it's not just about turning the dial to cold or maxing out the fan. There are hidden tricks, small, genius changes you can make that can literally double your AC's cold output in less than 30 seconds. But no one talks about this stuff. Not your car manual, not your mechanic, and definitely not your dealership. Because if they did, they wouldn't make money off unnecessary services and fake refrigerant top-ups. Now, let me be honest with you. This isn't about changing parts or spending money. These hacks are psychological. They're mechanical, and they're insanely effective. You've probably been unknowingly doing a few things that are choking your AC system slowly, like suffocating it from inside out. That's why your AC starts cold, then turns warm, or why it works only when you're driving, not when idling. This video is going to change that. What I'm about to show you is used by professional drivers, mechanics, even car reviewers who test hundreds of models. And when they want to instantly supercharge their cabin temperature, they use these exact same hacks. By the end of this video, your car AC will go from barely cool to icebox mode, even if you're driving in desert-level heat. So buckle up, because you're about to learn 7 genius car AC secrets that dealerships don't want you to know. And once you apply even just one of these, you'll never feel sweaty and uncomfortable in your own car again. Hack number 1. The fake cold lie. Stop believing the dashboard dial. You see that little blue dial on your AC? You think it controls temperature. It doesn't. It controls illusion. Your AC doesn't create cold. It removes heat. So if you blast cold air into a system still radiating heat from the dash, seats, and plastic panels, you're not cooling anything. You're creating a sauna with a breeze. Here's the secret. Before turning on AC, blast the fan alone with all windows open for exactly 66 seconds. It purges heat hiding in your dash vents and removes thermal inertia, a silent force that slows cooling by 3x. Nobody talks about this because it sounds too simple, but once you do it, your AC will hit freezing levels in half the time. Hack number 2. The Freon Fraud, and the secret to vapor density boosting. You've been tricked into thinking your car needs a recharge every year. Lie. 99% of AC low-performance complaints have nothing to do with Freon levels. They're caused by vapor diffusion, when refrigerant is being blocked from fully evaporating into gas inside your evaporator coil. Here's how to fix it without tools. Park in full shade. Let your car cool fully. Then start the AC at mid-power, not full, and give it 3 minutes. This gives the internal vapor chamber time to stabilize pressure so you don't create flash frost or microbubbles. Once stabilized, crank it. The result? Colder air, less strain, and 0 unnecessary Freon service lies. Hack number 3. Neuro Vent targeting, the mind manipulation airflow trick. This one feels like witchcraft. You think cold air hitting your face is the fastest way to feel cool. It's not. Your brain regulates perceived temperature based on where cold air hits your skin. If you aim air at your chest, arms, or legs, it takes longer to feel chilled. Aim your center vents directly at the nerve cluster near your upper spine and neck, or right above your collarbone. It sends instant signals to your brain that the environment is colder than it actually is. Result? You feel colder in seconds, even if the actual air is the same. You're not cooling your car, you're hijacking your perception. Hack number 4. Biological AC blocker, the sweat toxin loop no one notices. Here's the disturbing truth. Your body is working against your AC. If you sweat even slightly while waiting for the cabin to cool, your body releases urea and skin oils into the air. These stick to your vents and coil. Over time, They become a thin biofilm that resists cold transfer and blocks airflow, all while creating a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. Fix? Once a week, do this. 1. Turn off recirculation. 2. Spray white vinegar mixed with water into your floor vents while running AC on max. 3. Let it dry with windows down. You've just removed an invisible wall between you and pure cold air. Nobody does this. That's why their AC gets weaker over time, even when it's fully functional. Hack number 5. Thermal collapse trick, used by VIP chauffeurs in desert cities. This one comes from private car drivers in extreme heat countries. It's called the thermal collapse. Before turning the AC on, they do something shocking. They run the heater for 1 minute. Why? It causes the hot air trapped in vents, ducts, and foam insulation to expand and escape rapidly. Then, AC goes on, recirculation on, windows sealed. The result? The system isn't fighting old heat. It's starting cold, clean, and collapsed. You can drop cabin temps 15 degrees Fahrenheit faster just by adding this opposite trick. Most people think it's dumb. Those people sit in sweat. Hack number 6. Evaporator decay. Why your AC is slowly dying inside. Every time you stop your car with the AC on, something horrible happens. Condensation stays trapped inside the evaporator, creating micro-rust, mold, and chemical decay. Over time, it rots the core of your cold air system. Dealers never tell you this, because the repair cost is $900 plus. Here's the kill switch. 1 minute before turning your car off, switch off the AC but keep the fan running. This dries out the core from the inside, stopping rot in its tracks. It's invisible maintenance, and it will keep your AC young, even after 10 brutal summers. Hack number 7. Cold vault lockdown, used in bulletproof SUVs. Here's the darkest trick, used by elite armored vehicle drivers and politicians' chauffeurs. They call it cold vault lockdown. You park your car in the shade, set the AC to full cold, recirculation on. Close all vents except the driver's side. Let it run for 2-3 minutes while you stand outside. The cabin fills with pressurized cold vapor, with nowhere to escape. When you finally sit in, you don't feel air. You feel a wall of cold hit you like a freezer door opening. No waiting, no weak air, just instant environmental takeover. Most people laugh at this idea, until they try it once and never go back. All right, now you know what most drivers never will. These weren't tips, these were weapons. You've just unlocked the kind of secrets that even mechanics won't say out loud. Because if every driver knew these, half the AC repair industry would collapse. Now let me ask you something dark. Which of these 7 hacks do you think was the most powerful or the most insane? Type the number in the comments. But here's the catch. If you know something even crazier, some local trick from your country or city, drop it below. I read every comment, and if it's good, I'll feature it in the next part, anonymously or with credit, your choice. Also, if you're brave enough to try even one of these today, come back in 24 hours and reply to your own comment. Tell us what happened. Did it feel colder? Or were you just mind blown? And if you're the kind of person who likes knowing the hacks no one talks about, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe, because next we're going even deeper, darker, and way more dangerous to the people profiting from your ignorance.